till I had an epiphany. Must have been at breakfast with Tiffany. That blue box in my head, do what diamonds are good to me. Last night a Popstar.
So Michelle Lilly, when I listen to the lyrics of your song Popstar, I hear a message. What are you saying to the world?
You know, this song is really special to me. I know it looks and sounds like a party song, and it is, don't get me wrong. I get the party starts when I start blasting that in the studio and at home and in the car, but ultimately there's also a very vulnerable side to that song. And the lyrics themselves speak about the time. It was a few years ago when I came to a crossroads, shall I put it, in my life. I was going through lots of changes, and I think it affected my career. And I just took that moment and to reevaluate my life and where I was at, and to see if I really wanted to keep on doing music. And ultimately my dreams prevailed. Music is not a choice, it's in my blood. I was born to sing, made to rap. I came out of the womb with a microphone in my hands. So I just knew that I needed to continue and just push through it. And that's ultimately when the Popstar version of myself was born. And that's the meaning of this song. You know, it's a self-love and don't give up and believe in yourself kind of song.
And you talk about being born as a singer. Your modeling, singer, songwriting career spans over 20 years. Fuels your fire. And that's 20 years.
Yeah, it's been quite a ride. I mean, I started singing when I was 4. I got my first record deal when I was 15, and I started modeling when I was 16. So I've been doing this for a long, long time. But ultimately, I do what I love. I never wanted to be a model. That wasn't my thing. Even behind the scenes of, the runway shows, there were like the models, and then there was me, because my mind was always in music. I ultimately used modeling as just an in for the music industry. I was like, I want to learn how to pose. I want to learn how to walk the walk and talk the talk when I'm on stage. It gave me some good fashion sense. But ultimately, my mind, I'm a rapper, I'm from Queens, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter. I'm like, I'm not no model. I might be 5'10", but I'm not a model. So yeah, that drive, I'm just a dedicated, I love what I do. And I think when you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. That's what they say, right? So
that's what they say, that's what it is. True story indeed. 2017 was a good year for you. You decided to start your own record label, Lilly Entertainment. Why?
I've been very lucky to have worked with many different record labels, both independent labels and also major labels. I'm a Sony published songwriter. I've released things with also Universal Records and, all the main guys out there. And nothing is as good as owning your own stuff and being your own boss and being able to decide what you want to do and how you want to do it. Call me a micromanager, call me OCD. I like to have control. So everything that you see, there's always a little bit of me behind all of the projects. I like to creatively direct everything and all the graphic design. It's my mind, it's all my thoughts, my ideas. I like to co-produce everything. I like to write all my music, as I said earlier, and even just like my web design, it's my ideas. And then I'm telling my team, obviously, that works with me, let's do this. But I just feel like when you work with other labels, you give away a lot of control. And I'm a businesswoman. Although I'm an artist, I'm a businesswoman, and it's very important to me to just hold it down. Power, girl power.
Let's talk about Italy. Italy is important, very important in your career. X Factor, very important in your career. The 8th season, you served as a coach. How was that experience?
Yeah, I served as a coach on the 8th season and the 13th season. So it was a whirlwind. I think there were two different assets. There were two different, I don't even know what the word I want to say. They were very different. Let's just put it that way. In the 8th season, I worked very, very closely with only 2 of the artists, but it was really cool because not only was I in the studio with them all the time, but I also helped them write the music that they were performing and that they ultimately released. And one of the kids that won Lorenzo Fragola, he actually wrote the song together with me. So that was really special. Now it's a triple platinum single. So that was really great. And then on season 13, it was really awesome because I was the official coach and I got to work with all of the kids. And, it's just really great because it keeps me humble. It reminds me of why I started in this business. I see them, they're all so young and they have this dream to start singing. And, some of them were rappers, some were singing, some were in a band. And it just reminds me of where I came from as a child and about my dreams and how I should never forget, that mindset and to always stay hungry and driven, because ultimately that's the only thing that's really gonna give you that fire of what you had said earlier to continue.
Talk to us about the godmother of Italy. How did you come up and get that label?
Thank you. I mean, it wasn't me. I would never call myself that. When I did Playboy back in 2014, it was an editorial. It was a 6-page editorial, non-nude. I would like to put that on the record. And it was about my music career. And we did this awesome photo shoot in the studio and it was beautifully done. I had the best photographer, the best stylist and everything. It was a great team. And after that, we went on a show to discuss the editorial, and the actual director of Playboy Italy, Giulio Gipponi at the time, was on the show with me before I performed. And he was the one that introduced me to the crowd as Michelle Lilly, the godmother of Italy. And I'm gonna only give his explanation, not mine. And he said, because Playboy is not only about, beautiful women and curves, shall we put it that way. It's about, being talented and being smart and well-spoken and elegant and eloquent at the same time. So he said that I had the whole package and they were excited to have me on that issue. And I was excited to be part of just Playboy. Yeah, it was fun.
We have to talk about Sicily. Something happened. Inquiring minds want to know what happened in Sicily.
The show must go on. I was on stage. I went on tour a lot down in Sicily. They're so good to me every time I'm down there. I mean, the fans are wild. And they had gone through all the bouncers and the bodyguards, pushed them all aside, and a bunch of people made it on stage while I was singing. And literally, I mean, I don't know if it was one person, 3 people, how many people, I don't know if it was girls, boys, nothing. I just know at one moment I'm singing and the next moment there's a crowd around me on the stage and my dress is like getting ripped off and I'm like, oh my God. But luckily I was able to stop that, and it was just my strap that had been broken off and the bouncers were able to secure the situation.
And you say the show must go on.
I still had my dress on though, thank God. But yeah, it was a little scary, to be honest. It was very crazy, but then afterwards I just started laughing hysterically and the show must go on. And I literally did the rest of the show with my strap like flapping in the wind and I'm like, Era, siamo in Sicilia. We're in Sicily. It is what it is.
You are definitely still living. I'm very excited about your most recent release, Popstar, May of this year, actually. But obviously, you've got some things on the stove cooking. So what can we expect from you?
Lots of things on the stove cooking. Well, first and foremost, the album Pop, because Popstar is the first single. Then we released Cookies and Cream. We released Come With Me featuring Mayule. And we released the music video to Popstar. And I just have so many things going on. Honestly, I've lost count. I released an international project called Sunday Morning in collaboration with Silos Music and DJ Molela. And also a song with an Italian rapper called Cece MC. It's called Me ne voglio andare. I'm singing in Italian. And I've released literally 5 singles over the last 4 months. So that's crazy in itself. And then the big bang is the album Pop was finally released on May 7th. So that's out. Everyone can catch it. There's 13 amazing tracks. It takes people on a journey from my childhood and that little girl, dreaming of being a singer. and ultimately up until today, where I'm living my dreams and I'm happier than I've ever been in my whole life. And then where can you see me going? Just the sky is the limit, right? I have no limits. I just want to keep doing what I love and what I'm doing and bring it to the next level. And I'm also excited that Come With Me is featuring Mayule, who's from Cuba. So it's kind of my introduction into the Latino market, which I'm very excited about. I'm hoping to bring it to South America. And it's a new market for me because I've released a song back in the day in Japan called Fly Away, and there was Feel Alright with Adam Clay in Russia, and a bunch of stuff in Europe. And then the album Shine was in America, and now Pop is worldwide. So I'm kind of excited to touch a new market, do something different. So Latino America, I'm excited. Come with me. Come away. Yeah.
Congratulations on all of your success. Such an amazing career. Again, it spanned over 20 years.
You keep reminding me of that. I'm like, am I that old? I feel like I'm only 20.
Listen, yes, you feel as old as you are, so that's fine.
Yeah. Well, the important thing is that music lasts a lifetime. It's here forever. So whether I'm 20 or 220, my music will stay alive. So that's the most important thing.
Let's not about that. Let's not about that. Save my life. She told me lately. Go on and give and go and make it pop. Make it pop, pop, make it pop, pop, pop. Everything I do, I'ma make it go pop. Everything I touch till the touch goes hot. Make it explode, Hiroshima on the spot. Grab the mic, in my hand, turn it up. Born for this, baby, I'ma turn up your life. Born as a premium, now I'm larger than life. Live my own dreams, only got one life. I'm a star, yeah, my genre's pop. Put a little hit in that pop, now that's hot. Talk about me, temperatures rising up. Almost lost it down, now I'm straight to the top.